Well, this honestly wasn't too bad of a place to park last night. Look at this view over here. And all of this. Like, this is, it's not as big as I thought it was last night, but all of this was what I was thinking about as far as parking is concerned. Railroad's right there, but I didn't hear anything. So I'm out here right now doing my pre-trip, and we get it done, and then I want to show you guys something. I made something. It's not really that big of a deal, but yeah, I'll show it to you. Alright, so this morning, or last night, you may have noticed I washed the windows on the truck while I was at the TA getting fuel. And by the end of the night, the windshield was awful again, right? So we're not in a place where I can get windshield washer fluid right now. And I want my windshield clean, not only so I can see, but so you guys can see. So what I've done is I've taken some Dawn dish soap, which I carry with me all the time, and I've put water with it. We're gonna pour this in here, and hopefully it'll scrub pretty good against the window. So, by the way, I would put the water in the jug first, and then put the Dawn dish soap in. Otherwise, you get this, like, your suds or whatever going. I had 2 jugs, so we're gonna top it off with some more water, and it'll all mix together. It should make a nice, decent windshield washer fluid for today, and hopefully scrub the window clean. I'll find out, I guess. I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh, okay. So I tried to do the weather update for this morning, and unfortunately, the iPad will not export the one video, 7 minutes, to my gallery, so that I can make the video. So I'm like, the weather updates are done for right now. I'm just gonna make an executive decision and say it and call it, because until I get the tablet that I want, the Android tablet that I want, that I know is gonna do the job, it's not doing it on the phone. It's hack. It looks like a hack job on the phone. I don't want to do it. So anyway, so we're gonna stop the weather updates right now. I love the weather updates. I think they're great, but we're just gonna stop them right now, just because I think that's the way to go. All right, so we're still sitting here, Papa Joe's. We're getting ready to go. I figured before I wash the windows, I'll wash the windows with you guys so we can see how well the Dawn soap actually scrubs the window clean. We're gonna let it scrub for a minute because it was awful. It looks like it's working pretty well, actually. So get after it. Let's see. Oh, that is a lot better, actually. So, all right, let's go. I did my pre-trip. I am happy to say that I am still not leaking coolant, which is wonderful. Wondermous. I think that was what the word I was looking for was, wondermous. Alright. I'm going to swing out, like right here. Turn on my inner axle differential. So that way when I crest this little rise here, I'm not without traction. Okay. I've been in there before, and that place is actually pretty cool. They got all kinds of beef jerky. I'm just not in the market for beef jerky right now, otherwise I'd go in there. And I hate doing that too, like you know, okay, I stayed at your place and you know, I idled on your property or whatever, and I feel like I ought to do something, but I couldn't think of anything I wanted this morning. I got my coffee. I've got, you know, breakfast if I need breakfast. I've got apples. I've got melon, I've got grapes, you know. So, just gonna get out of here. Alright, you know the drill. Sights and sounds. Oh, now I'd probably turn off the interaction differential too before we get above 35. Alright, now, sights and sounds.
Back times 2, 16 wide coming at you, drivers.
Got a copy.
10-4. '18 coming back into me in the straightaway. 16 wide coming at you, driver. 50 mile an hour, left fit.
the week's gonna go then. That's how the week's gonna go then. We have made it to Salt Lake City, obviously, and got unloaded. I am now empty, and we are heading off to, of all places, Reno, Nevada. It's a long deadhead from Salt Lake City, but it's worth it. So the boss called, and he goes, "Hey, I got this load over in Reno. Pays 5 figures. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. Pays 5 figures. All right, I mean just 5 figures. I mean, like, you know, not like 5 figures and then some, just 5 figures, right?" And I'm like, "Really?" He gives me the details of it. And he thinks, "Do you think it's worth deadheading over there?" I was like, "Yeah, I think it's worth deadheading over there." So we're gonna deadhead to Reno, and actually it's a power only load. So we're gonna drop this trailer, pick up their trailer, run it all the way to Ohio. Supposed to deliver Monday or Tuesday. Turn around and run it back, either empty or with something on it. I'm not 100% sure on that just yet. And then drop it off, and I could stay on that run for a minute if I want to. So, which I might do. I don't know, but it's, yeah. So that'd give me a good week every week, basically. So, all right, we're on our way. Let's see what the day brings, or the rest of the day at this point. Sun's going down. It's about 7:30 Pacific time, 9:30 Central time, and enjoying my cigar. That was cliche. And I'm just heading down the road. So we're on our way, obviously, to Reno. We're going to end up in Fernley tonight. And from there, just in the morning, get up, go get this trailer, and book it back east. You know, try to get to Ohio as quick as I can. Get unloaded, and probably going to end up having to do a 34 on Monday in Ohio. And then, you know, flip it around on Tuesday and head back west. Try to grab the next one and keep going. You know, it's like this is, if I can make this work, this will be an answer to a lot of my prayers, honestly. And so I'm looking forward to it. Be able to make really good money for the next 4 or 5 weeks before I have to
But that's what we're doing. And not really much else to say. Beautiful sunset again out here on I-80 in Nevada. Getting to watch it go down behind the mountains in Nevada. And we're 141 miles away from where I'm going to park for the night. So, yeah, this is the life, man. This is the life of a truck driver. You know, you sit back, you listen to music for a little while, you talk to your friends on the phone, you smoke a cigar, you know, and then you worry about the DOT crawling up your ass. I mean, it's essentially that's what it is. And you know, you got to maintain the truck. You know, you got to keep things in good condition and all that stuff. And you saw that earlier this week with going home having to put those hoses on. And you know, the reducing your cost as much as possible is the best way to do it every time. Because especially right now, the way the market is, you just gotta reduce your cost as you operate, your operating costs. So as much shit as I give the railroads for their PSR bullshit, precision scheduled railroading, they're doing reducing your costs is the right thing to do. You cannot do it at the detriment of the country, and you can't do it at the detriment of your employees or anything like that. And that's, luckily, I'm the only employee, and obviously I'm going to be watching out for myself. But anyway, that's it. That's all I got for tonight. I hope you guys appreciate it. Glad you guys have come along today. And you know the drill. Keep the shiny side up. See you down the road. Well, I done did it again. Which aggravates the crap out of me. But, ran all the way to exit 23 on the 80 to try to get to a place to park down. You can see like the whole parking lot's taken up with trailers. So I went inside and asked the guy, got a Dr. Pepper. I said, hey, can I park here? And he said, honestly, no. So they paid like $6,000 a month to park those trailers there, and so like parking there is not going to happen. But I could park out on the street or something like that. So I don't know. I'm gonna get in the truck, look at radar or satellite imagery, see about parking along the street, and if not, I'm gonna have to PC on into Sparks to the Petro, which is not what I want to do. My gut said to stop back there in Fernley, and I was just like, no, there's a spot closer and I got time to get there. So here's where I'm at, Chevron and Sparks. You can see this is the parking pad that I thought I was going to park in, and that's what it looks like. So he said park along the street here, I guess Truckee Canyon Court or whatever. I just don't know about that. I guess I could park right there along the frontage road if I wanted to. Like look up here a little ways and see if there's something kind of out of the way. That's a road. It's a big wide open area right there. And I'm betting that's somebody's private property. And let's see, there's a cattle guard there. There might be a gate there. I don't know. I'll go over there and take a look. There's some space right here along the side of the road and everything. The biggest problem is like admitting to yourself whether or not that's safe. It's probably safe. It's along the frontage road, but is it as safe as I want it to be? I don't know.
I guess I'll go around and look at it and figure it out. Alright, so we're at the Petro in Sparks, Nevada. I drove over to those spots on the frontage road to see if there was anywhere to park. I looked at the street, Truckee Court, whatever, Truckee County Court, Truckee Circle Court, what was it? Doesn't matter. And so the street itself, there wasn't anywhere to park because there were a lot of trailers parked along the street where, like, if you parked in front of those trailers, you would have ended up blocking a driveway for a business right there. So that was out. And then I thought about going down where I saw that cattle guard, but then I was like, no, because, it's a fence. And so to me, that designates somebody else's property. And if you're on somebody else's property and they come by and then they're like, you can't be here, I gotta move anyway, right? So, like, that was out. And then I looked at the frontage road and it just didn't seem safe. Like, it was just, I didn't like it. And there were a lot of trucks coming in and out from whatever the business further up the street was. And I was just like, okay. And God forbid one of those nighttime drivers is like busy watching one of my YouTube videos and like accidentally runs into the back of the trailer. Because so many people watch my YouTube videos. Anyway. Oh, man. I crack myself up sometimes. But I just, like, it was too busy. And I just, fuck. So I drove to the Petro in Sparks. And it was like 12 minutes on the thing. And I finally got here. And it's like, luckily they had 5 spots reserved still. So I got one of those spots and everything. So I'm in a reserved spot. But I'm not happy about it. Like, I'm angry that for the second time in a row, in 2 nights, I've had to do that. And what it is I'm trying to stretch my clock out in a way, just like trying to run as much time as I can. Just get it there, just get it there, just get it there, And I was like, go as far as you can. And I should have stopped at Fernley and parked in Fernley. And I was right at the exit. I was about to exit. I was like, I should get off here. I should just get off here. I was like, oh man, I got 30 minutes. I was like, I looked it up real quick. I was about 2 miles away. I looked it up real quick. I was like, well, shit, it'll take me 24 minutes to get to that Chevron Sparks, right? And I got 28 minutes. That'll leave me 4 minutes when I get there. I'm like, cool. And you look on the satellite imagery, and it's just like, you saw it. It seems empty. But apparently what they've done since that imagery was taken was they have rented out that space for like $6,000 a month, which more power to them to do that. And they're now like, ABF comes and goes on like all fucking night long. And I went in to ask the guy like is it possible to do that? And he goes, honestly, no. And I was like, no? And he goes, no. And he just shakes his head. I said, okay, how come? And he goes, well, they rented that spot out for like $6,000 and that's their spot now. So they have complete and total control over it. He said they're coming and going all night long. And he said, but more than likely they're going to kick you out. I was like, fuck. So that's when we started talking about like parking along the street or whatever. But the street was super crowded. I'm done doing that. Like that's the last fucking time that I do that. Like, I've done it 2 nights in a row and I hate doing that. And like tomorrow, like whatever, I'm gonna plan my stop. And wherever my stop is before my clock runs out, that's where I'm gonna stop. And I'm not gonna change it. I'm not gonna go, oh look, I made some time going eastbound or whatever it is, and maybe I can get a little further. I'm not cutting it that close anymore. It's like half hour max is, I'm gonna run 10.5 hours, that's all I'm gonna run. Alright, 10 hours, 45 minutes, that's all I'm gonna run. After that, it's off the clock. Like, I'm not doing it, because if I get somewhere and I don't have anywhere to go, I either have to backtrack to somewhere or I have to go personal conveyance and keep moving. And that's eventually going to come back to bite me in the ass if I do it way too many times. And the fact that I've done it twice now in 2 days, I'm mad at myself. I'm like livid at myself. I really am. So anyway, that's it. I'm done. I'll stop boo-hooing and bitching at this point. And I'll see you tomorrow.